Alright, this is Thanksgiving dinner at Skid Row. This is Q and this is Kendell.
No doubt. We in the building. Well, we ain't in no building. We on the block. Wall and Winston. You know how we do. It's Friday night. 5 years in the game, 5 years in the making. Yes, yes. I got my man Kendell in the building. Well, like I said, ain't no building. It's church without walls. You know, but we chilling, we chopping it up. So, man, I want to ask you a couple questions. When's the first time you came to the Row, the church?
I came down on these streets of Skid Row about 5 years ago.
Okay, okay.
And the way that I ended up down here was, at the time I was on parole, and my parole officer put me in a parolee program, which is a few blocks down the street at the Wine Garden. Okay, okay. And ever since then, I found out, you know, how the cost of living as far as the rental, how cheap it was, and it was a chance for me to get a new start.
Oh, okay, okay. So when did you find this church? How long ago?
I heard about this church through an acquaintance of mine. He told me about this growing ministry, and he said that he really felt good about it in his heart, and that it was growing in his spirit. And he shared it with me, and he told me about a gentleman named Q. And I just had to come around here and just get a taste of it.
Oh, okay. That cat ain't nobody. Don't worry about it. What? I mean, how long ago was that?
This was about, I would say, approximately 2 years ago.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you know, you've been coming off and on, but lately a lot more.
Sure.
You know, what spurred that on? That you you kept on coming more and more.
Well, what made me kept coming is because I started to realize that I really needed God in my life. Because every time I try to drive, I always run into a wreck. And the funny thing about it is, you know, I run into that wall and it's the same wall. So I guess ultimately I just had to keep going through that same mistake. And no matter what nobody told me, I always knew that they were telling me right, but I guess I had to learn the hard way because I had a hard head and I always figured that I could do things on my own, and I really saw that I couldn't do it without God.
So what's different about your relationship with God now, man?
Well, the difference between then and now is I'm beginning to be a little more serious about my relationship with God, because I see that, you know, without Him, that, you know, I won't be able to make it. So sometimes I lose focus, but I always know how to come back home, because I know that that's where my peace lies. And without a peace of mind, I can't make the right decision.
So why this church? What is it about this church? Well, or do you go to another church?
Well, I visit several other churches, but what draw me to this church is because of the simplicity of it, and it's a church without walls, and it's right out here, right on the streets of Skid Row, and it's just true to life. You know, you can't get more realer than this, and this is what I like about it.
Well, thanks for chopping it up with us on that. Yeah, man. Yeah, love you, man. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, you heard it right here on Skid Row. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving 2011. Well, a few days before Thanksgiving, we having ours right now on the block. Behind the camera, he thought he was gonna get away. My man Kevin, he putting it down. Peace. What is it? West Side, baby.